Trendsetter, I got style for.
And it's only 8 a.m. I don't do it for the gram. I know I'm on a man. At my 2020, whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Yeah, new Jeep, no doors with it. No, I won't stop now. Who you kidding? Kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma send it. I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundromat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back.
Morning chat, hope we are well. GJ is broken out. Yes indeed it has. Hope we're all well. And it's looking interesting. Finally out of the zone. When I pulled up this morning, I was like, ugh, that's a bit rangy. Hopefully we can do something. And then I went on, got on with my day. Not day, but morning. And now when I come to my trading time, we have broken out. This close above the range here was a very nice close above the range. Was it also the 30-minute close? Yes. Super clean, this 30-minute close, breaking the high even. Very nice trade here. Could have just taken boop, quick 21 pips. And would have been nice and clean. But unfortunately, it was not trading at this time. This 8:30, this is before the 4-hour close. And it's not my plan to trade at this time. But now we get this 4-hour close here. It looks very, very nice. I mean, this is 30 minutes after the 4-hour close, but I don't really trade at that time. But this 4-hour close above this 4-hour resistance that we were struggling at is good. So if you remember in the chat yesterday, my analysis was price to go up. Unfortunately, we ran into something a little bit tricky here. It pulled back first before continuing up, but the analysis eventually played out. I sometimes tell people, you know, if you trade without stop loss, your position would probably end up going in profit if you know what you're doing most of the time. And it has done that. And if you remember the chat, we had a guy saying sell, sell, sell to 170. Well, today we're at 172, so I don't think that will work. And that's why I like to follow my plan, because long term it works for me. So when it works for me long term, then I can use it. So essentially, that is why I follow my plan. For now, what we have going on the chart, 8 minutes till this candle closes. If this can close above this, I'm not sure if I still want to take it. I need to look more into analysis, but I'm obviously bullish for today. Daily candles close bullish. 4-hour candle also closing bullish above the range. I'm not interested at sells. For me, buys make sense here. I just need a way to get in. So I'm going to see if I can scroll back here. We can see if there's any type of resistance here on the 15-minute. Just to have a look at. See if it will allow me to go that far back. Alright, we can't go that far back. What about on an hour time frame? Maybe we can go that far. Yeah, we can go in an hour. So this is the latest resistance on the hour. Can we keep going back? Man, it's been a very long time since we've been here. I think, no, this is past all-time high. Yeah, what am I doing? This is past all-time high. Yeah, we are, if we go back, then we're going back all the way to here. Let's see if we can though. The easiest way to do this is to do this, then go back, go to like this candle here, and then drop down to an hour time frame, and we'll see. Yeah, we're not allowed to go that far back, so that's why I prefer to have targets. It would be nice to see targets first form. Would be nice for this to pull back, create support, and continue up. I don't know how comfortable I am just buying the highs here. even if this closes above. It's a bit early. Yesterday we saw something similar, closed above, and we pulled back. So I don't know if this is going to happen. We pull back here and then continue up. I need a little bit more information here on the charts. But for me, buys make sense here. And that's all I'm going to wait for. I'm going to look for potential entries here. Yeah, so I'll write that up as a session plan. As for gold, still in the range, man. Gold is ridiculous here. I don't really like gold, to be honest. It's still in the range. Daily is in the range. This is only, you're only trading with volume, you know. This is only a position you can take with volume. Buying from the bottom of the range, selling from the top of the range. It's range trading. And really, New York is only what's moving price here. You know, pre-New York comes up, comes to the top of the range, rejects from the top of the range, you sell to the bottom. Otherwise, in London, it's super inconsistent. With all of these wicks, it's just going to land you in a lot of trouble here. A lot of trouble. So, I rather people stay away from gold. I think it's how you lose a lot of money. And if you are going to trade gold, then you need New York volume to continue price. You need New York volume to help you take to have buys. But in London, there's no clear structure, no clear trend. GJ is a lot cleaner here. Thanks for pointing out. Always good, man. Always good. I hit stop loss in gold. That's unfortunate, man. Very tough to trade, though. Very, very tough to trade. Morning, morning, guys. 21st of April, there's a 15-minute resistance. At what price? Just tell me the price, and then I'll trust you on this. Hello, hello, Christian. How are you doing, brother? Hope you're well. Good, thank you, man. Good. Wanna buy GJ, wanna buy GJ. What about you? Crest wants me to look at AU. We have 3 minutes till this candle closes. I'm not gonna do anything till this candle closes here. Damn. AU pumped hard, huh? Pumped hard, pump hard. Yeah, man, I mean, it's definitely bullish here. Problem is your target's probably up to this range. You just have to be careful at this 4-hour resistance. Yeah, you need a pullback to enter. No way you can enter off these green candles like this. Maybe this candle closing here in 2 minutes, but again, it's just a bit chasing the move. Do you think we can see a sell-off in Gbpjpy at some point in some time? I always think to myself, question, how high can it go? Yeah, I mean, don't call tops and bottoms. That's career-ending moves. Let tops and bottoms form and then try catch the move from that, you know? I mean, I'm just going to keep extending targets until it doesn't. We still have a lot of targets. We can, really, there's targets all the way up at 179 even, you know, price has been. Oh, wow, Lulu's here, long time. How are you doing? Hope everything's well. Computer to process some things. Thought I'd pop and say hi. Nice, nice. Someone wants a name shout out. Mr. Donald. Of course I can say it. You want to buy Euro USD 1993? I can have a look. Yeah, that daily is bearish, but let's see the 4 hour. 4 hour looks more of a bullish bias here on the 4 hour. Where do you want to buy? 1993. Let's have a look. 10993. Yeah, that makes sense. Above this resistance, I agree with you, man. If you can buy above this resistance, could be good to continue up bullish here. Could be good to continue up bullish. US 30 analysis, yeah, we'll do it in a sec. This 15-minute here is closing weak bearish here. I maybe need a close above, or I need to see some more information here. I don't like that weak bearish close. I'm probably going to wait for the 30-minute close. Even if it breaks this high, it could just go without me, but I don't like these two rejection wicks. If there's only one rejection wick, I can expect a wick fill, but if this wanted to be a wick fill, then this candle should have done it. And it hasn't. So we've got two rejection wicks. So I need more confidence to take this trade since we have two wicks rejecting. If this just breaks the high and goes, there's nothing I can do about that because it was not in my plan. That's why I want to wait for the 30, because if the 30 closes weak bearish like this, next one breaks the high, it could be different, right? Because then we're planning our trade on the 30-minute to fill this wick. As for US 30, let's have a look. Yeah, daily close bearish at the top of the range. 4 hours trying to create support. If this ends up closing bearish below this support, I think you can have some nice sells towards the downside. If not, then maybe you can trade back up to the resistance. Just be worried about, be aware of this zone right here. That might be an issue. As for the lower time frames, we're kind of really low volume now. Preferably buys would be nicer breaking back into the range. But yeah, this is not enough volume. Probably need to wait for New York for US 30. Thinking of this setup. Let's have a look. Oh, great. Thanks, man. Damn. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Setup of the day. Yeah, it's okay, but the problem, we've moved so far now, you know, you're kind of like chasing the move at the moment, so. And this candle's not closing above. After such a heavy push, you know, you can expect consolidation on downside. That's the only thing I'm worried about, is the push that's happened. You know, you kind of want a deeper retracement to continue. If it closes above the 5-minute resistance, you're in with half risk. Let's have a look. Yeah, that could make sense then. Easy to manage. Any 5-minute closing back, you can close the trade. I mean, if you just run stop somewhere here, 9 pip stop, yeah, you're fine. That would make sense. Yeah, that looks good. If you're enjoying the stream, guys, 53 of us in here, 17 likes. If we can hit that like button, lets me know that you're liking it. If you have any improvements that you want on the stream, let me know. And yeah. Also, if you guys have any video suggestions that you guys want to see me make, anything that you think would be a good video, just write it in the chat. Let me know what you think would be a good video, and we can look to add that to our video list and make that video. So, and others, let me know if you agree, right? So if someone types a video suggestion, let me know which one you agree with. As for candles closing above, below resistance and support lines, does the whole candle have to close above the line or just the majority of the candle? What if the candle closes in between? Yeah, that's perfectly fine. This counts enough as a closure. Not the whole candle has to close above, just a bit of the body. So if we look at the 30-minute here, this is considered the candle closing above, right? If we look at this resistance here, this is also considered as the candle closing above, but it closed quite deep. So since it closed quite deep, you have to measure, okay, is it worth me trading up to the next resistance? Is 10 pips enough for me? You know? But this counts as a close above. Find you example where it doesn't count as a close above. This also would count a close above this line, you know, just a small. This, if I, let's say this doesn't count as a close above. Right? So I hope that makes sense. Good, man. So we're pulling back here. We broke the 30-minute lows, which is nice to see this pullback, you know, because this is not what we want to be involved in if we're in buys. So if we already have this, then we don't have to worry about it too much. If we enter after a pullback and it keeps pulling back, then we were wrong on the position to begin with. I find myself drawing too many support and resistance lines. What do I do to fix it? Only draw the most recent ones. So for me, if I zoom out, you can see there's a lot of lines here. But I'm not focusing. These lines are from a while back. Just GJ moved really fast, so my lines still continued. I need to go and remove them. But just focus. Like if you look at the lines we have now, let's start from the daily time frame. You can see I only have a 4-hour resistance, 1 hour, and daily and weekly resistance. If we look at the 4-hour, same thing. 4-hour resistance up here. I have a 1-hour support down here. Right? If we look at the 1-hour support, 4-hour resistance. And that's my ranges, right? That's it. I only mark the most relevant information here. I mean, I could mark this 4-hour resistance here. Maybe I'll remove this line and move this up to here and mark this as 4-hour. Something like that. And see, when it cuts through the candles like this is only a matter of, you know, 0.3 pips, a pip, maybe even just like half a pip or something, 2 pips. So just move it to the most relevant, you know. It's okay to do that. We're trying to be as accurate as possible on the zone. So we're trading 15 minutes, so we want to be accurate on the 15-minute, 30-minute, you know. And the way to be accurate on these zones is to make sure you're marking it logically and the most recent. So we're getting a small reaction from the range highs here. So it's interesting to see the reaction from the range highs. We'll see if this becomes a rejection or if we end up closing back in the range. Cheers, Christian. Cheers. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, now we just need to wait for some form of support. Let's see how big this range that's forming here. You know, 16 pip range plus the wick, 27 pips. So we definitely do have some space to trade here. If not, then we have a lot of space to trade above, because if we're trading above this resistance, we have 29 pips and another 32 pips to this. Let me know in the chat, guys, what videos you want to see me make, what topics you want me to cover. Give some suggestions in the chat. Let's have a look. Let's see what you guys are thinking. Let's see if I agree, if I like it. Morning, Tom. Morning. Hope you're well. Hope you are well. Check this move here. Big move back into the range here. This is good to see, because, you know, we can always trade back to the range top here. The only problem is I don't want to be trading where the same position we traded yesterday, in anywhere in this zone. So I want to be above here or above this line would give me more confidence to take buys towards the upside. Pulling back into this range, we can see the rejection that comes from here. It's going to be very, very risky. So we need to be careful. Your buy setup would be to see candles closing and holding above 172.055, correct? 172.055. Yes, if we do close this bearish, right? But if this closes above that, then I need to see the next one close a higher support or create a support. Then maybe I can look to take buys towards the upside. If not, then I need to wait for it to get above the range. If it starts pushing, then I need to adapt and try see, okay, how else can I find an entry here? I have doubt if GJ forms support at 171.880. I can consider a buy as a buy opportunity. 171.880. Where's that? No, I wouldn't be trading in this range. This range is a little bit risky because of all of the rejection. I mean, you could try get in once support is formed to try get into a profitable position and see, but the easiest move is going to come outside of the range. That's the quickest move. This is going to be an interesting 30-minute closure here. Either we're going to close in the range or outside of the range will dictate a lot of based on the probabilities of what we can expect to happen. If it closes outside the range, it gives more probabilities of us going up. If we close back inside the range, then we need to look for a candle to leave that. Live streams covers it all. Yeah, 2 minutes till this candle closes. Let's see how it ends up closing, and then you can see what changes. If you guys have any questions, don't feel afraid to ask in the chat. That's why I make these streams, to help you guys. So you can ask a question in the chat. Definitely. All right, 1 minute. Looks like this will close back in the range. Very, very interesting here. What's gold doing while all of this? Yeah, gold is just... Gold is a crab market. It's full crab market on gold. This will get the crab sticker. Crab market on gold. Harry, do you trade Bitcoin? No, I mostly invest in Bitcoin. I don't trade it. But Bitcoin's a bit on a downswing now. If you look at the weekly time frame here, weekly was like in this kind of range that gold has had. It did close bullish, so this could just be a backfill on the weekly open. And you know, we basically could have this backfill here, tap the weekly open, then this could end up flipping. Right, if we look at the daily time frame, it's the same, pulling back to the bottom of the range. We could reject from here, right? So definitely interesting. This is a tough spot. Selling here is very, very tough. If you check the Discord channel, we have daily analysis of Bitcoin in depth, and very, very good analysis in the crypto chat. And I believe yesterday that they caught shorts towards the downside on Bitcoin. Do I trade a personal or funded account? I trade a personal account. I've never tried or traded a funded account, as I haven't had the need to. Have a look at US 30. Morning, Harry. We did look at US 30, saying that US 30 basically looks like it's at the top of the range. If the 4-hour does end up closing bearish, maybe New York sets up for sells. But if we start breaking up towards the upside and we continue this 4-hour bullish momentum and break back into the range, we can potentially look for more upside. Maybe GJ will pull back deeper to that 4-hour support, 171.870. Respect that. Yeah, definitely possible. Somewhere around down here. But then I don't want to buy into this. This is a big problem. This is the same place we bought into yesterday, and you saw what happened yesterday. So we learned our lesson from yesterday, and we don't want to buy into this zone. So we maybe want to get back above there, or we pull back deeper and maybe close above here. But yeah, that's exactly what happens when this 30-minute close is back in the range. You can expect it as it breaks the low to come down and fill to the next support because we're closing back in the range. And that's what I was saying. We can normally see a lot of this this type of price action. And if you're following trend, this is a nice actually trade to take back into the range. UJSL? Not sure. No, definitely not a sell, man. When you have daily candles closing bearish and 4-hour candles closing bullish, you can't be looking, I mean not bearish. When you have daily candles closing bullish and 4-hour candles closing bullish, you can't be looking for sells. Buys only make sense. We are at the top of the range, but you don't want to be looking for sells. If you're going to counter trend sell, you at least need to get below this support and need resistance. Don't just take the candle closing below the support because that's where most fake outs are going to happen. I have videos on where fake outs happen, and that's exactly what I talk about. Do I look at lower time frame confirmation or just your price action entry? Depends what you consider lower time frame. I don't use the 1 minute to enter. Most of my confirmation always comes from 15-30 minute closes mostly, because those give you the highest probabilities to win your trades. And sometimes entry, a lot of the time I might look for an entry on the 5 minute, and that's just to get the most accurate entry possible. How many years you are in the market and where you learned FX? It's a very long story. I need to probably write this in the description because I get asked this a lot. But I've been in the markets since end of 2018, beginning of 2019, and I fell into FX because I started trading crypto, and when crypto was going sideways, it was pretty boring, so I searched other things to trade, and I decided to choose Forex. That double top on USD wouldn't indicate to sell. No, it does not indicate to sell, because if you're gonna have bullish momentum, think of it like this. If you have a high here, we came down in a downtrend from a high. All of these sells in here are great sells. But then if we start moving up, right, we continue the trend up and we reach back to this high, just because we're at this high doesn't mean we're gonna do this again, right? That doesn't mean that. What if this bullish momentum continues and we break above the high? Then this just becomes a high like this, because you can argue the same thing if you went back on GJ on the weekly time frame. Look at this, right? If you went back and look at when we were pushing back in 2020-ish, oops, right, you can see, oh, this would have been a double top, this could have been a double top, this could have been a double top, this could have been a double top, you know, all of these. But the time that this is a triple top, the time that it came here, they're like, okay, this has to reject. It's the time it pushed through. This double top then pushed through. So you don't know until you have confirmation. So if you're looking at a double top on the daily, you need to wait for the daily to close bearish. And that's what I'm saying, is that just because it's a double top, you need to wait for the confirmation of resistance there. And the way you find the confirmation is wait for the bearish candle closes. All good, man. If you're enjoying the stream, guys, consider leaving a like. Definitely helps the stream, I think. Not sure if it does or does not, but anyways. Still trying to get this stream to 100 viewers. So any form of support really does help, because then we get to help more people benefit from these. Completely free, and I basically answer everything and all, you know. So pretty rare to get something like this, tell you that much. Thanks for being genuine and helping us unselfishy. God bless you. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. True Harry, my third day on your stream already, learning a lot. Thanks. No, I'm glad, man. Glad. Just been trying, you know, this is the goal. I know I don't mind, you know, helping a small amount of people as long as I get to help someone. It always makes me satisfied, but the more people we can get this out to, because it's not really helping us, not pushing out our content. So I know it's so super annoying for me to say, like the stream, do this, because it sounds super fishy, but you know, we just want to try get this out to more people instead of watching those live streams that just show you live signals, you know, and that has like 500 viewers watching live signals of some guy having 30 positions on gold, you know, which is crazy. Like, you're gonna lose long term like that in the market. Or passing FTMO challenge. $87.5 in since we started the streams. The streams used to be pre-London session, so mostly that was just discussion, and then the trades came after the stream. And then after that, when the time zone shift, then we were trading in basically, yeah, like just before London Open. London Open's in like 50 minutes here, so we're getting a lot more trades. So since I started tracking the trades, all of the other trades are tracked in the Discord anyways, so they're in the stream trades chat. Even some that I take off stream, trades that I take like maybe late London, I don't post in there, or if I forgot to post it. This is interesting here. See how this kind of closes, make a decision. I wanted to close like deep somewhere here. Yeah, 2 minutes till this kind of close. Let's see how it does close. Oops. Could you have a look at USD/JPY again? Can we consider a sell? I told you, brother, there's nothing saying sell. That's not my plan. That's a bad mindset you have of in 5 minutes, not even been 5 minutes, like 10 minutes since you answered that question, you're asking again if it's going to sell. If you want to take a sell, man. But understand there's a difference between good profits and bad profits. You have to be disciplined. Just because it plays out once doesn't mean it's going to play out again and again and again and again. And this is how most people lose in the market. Because what they end up doing is that they take one position that works one time, but they don't know if it's going to keep working. And what I can tell you is long term, what's not going to keep working is you taking a trade based on what you feel is going to happen, not what the chart is showing you. The chart is showing you the daily candle was previous daily candle is bullish, previous 4-hour candle is bullish, structure is bullish, 1-hour candle is moving bullish, everything's moving bullish. So why are you going to try sell? That double top has to be formed on a daily before you can consider selling. Because it can take a whole day. Price can push up 50 pips before going bearish. You know? We're only trading a session. We're only trading a very small part of the day. Point taken, learning daily. Always good, man. Glad you asked the questions. And I'm not kidding, there's no stupid questions. Like, I enjoy these questions and I'm glad you asked them. I rather someone ask these questions than not ask these questions. Because if you don't ask these questions, then you're not going to progress. So, you know, it's important. It's important. And if you want to ask more questions, then, you know, make sure you're in the Discord. I wonder if you're in the Discord or not. It's free, of course. It's in the description. And, you know, we're always discussing stuff inside there. So, could definitely be something useful for you. Yeah, GJ is respecting that 4-hour support, which is nice. Still, we don't have a candle closing bullish yet. So, nothing we can do just yet. We'll join today. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Yeah, it's very useful, man. It tells you when the stream goes live. It tells you when I post a new video. We're always chatting. I share my trades in there, so you can see why I took the trade. Any trades that are not on stream, I can share in there as well. Appreciate all of you guys showing up. Always is nice to have people on the chat, people watching. Exactly. That's exactly correct, Finn. Could you have taken a sell? I can take a sell, but it doesn't follow my plan. And my plan keeps me safe long term because I know it's the highest probability. I always want to put myself in the highest probability positions, and in the highest probability, I mean, I put myself in a position to win most of the time. And if I'm trying to counter trend trade, the problem is you don't know how far it will go before it stops, you know? If you look at all counter trend trades, let's have a look at this, you know? Let's say you wanted to sell down here to get to here, you get stuck in this rejection. You don't know when this is going to stop. Could have stopped here, could have stopped here, could have stopped here. You just don't know when these things are going to stop, right? And that's when it becomes really tough. But when you're following the trend and you're following the bias being bullish and you expect price to continue up, then guess what happens? When you expect price to continue up, you you trust that it's going to break highs and continue bullish. So you don't really have to worry about about price moving. Do I treat all of my support and resistance lines the same regardless of time frame? Yeah, I mean 4-hour resistances are very, very important. You know, so I would say 4-hour resistance is a lot more important than just like a 15-minute resistance. But anyways, I never trade at any resistance, even if it's a 15-minute resistance, I'm not going to be trading. So I'm not going to be taking a buy right here. I'm going to wait for above it. So regardless of the resistance or the support, I'm not trading at them. I'm either trading to them or above them. Do you always trade London session? Do you find the best volume, or does it just fit my time zone? For this pair, I find it's the best volume for Gbpjpy, and that's my main pair. So that's why I like to trade London. And also it fits my time zone nicely, because in the morning I get to do some stuff I want to do. And then now it's around 10 o'clock. I can trade it till around 1 o'clock, and then I have the rest of the day free. Well, not exactly free, I'm busy, but to get on with other stuff. So I prefer it, and it fits, yeah, so it fits my time zone, and it's the best volume on this pair I find comes in London. If I was to trade New York, I would probably be trading gold, but now if I was trading gold, you're a bit stuck, right? Because of how it's been moving. What currency is best suited for your strategy? Everything. Everything works with price action because you're following price. Doesn't matter. You can trade anything. Oil, Bitcoin, GJ, EJ, Euro USD. Yeah, Finn, when you're taking a buy, you target the most relevant. So if I take a buy on the 15-minute, I'm going to target the 15-minute resistance. That's how it works. You never target anything past that unless it was your plan. Yes, if you can take if your broker supports diamonds, I'm sure you can trade it. What does it take to be a profitable trader, in my opinion? I think it takes a lot of not having expectations. I think expectations hinder your progress in becoming a profitable trader because people keep their expectations too high. And then the next thing is just understanding to keep things simple. Just because something sounds complicated doesn't mean it's the best strategy or it's the best way to trade. Our job is to make money in these markets. And, you know, the fact that you can just make money, you're better than 99% in my opinion. Most people are break even or losing in these markets. So the fact that you're actually making money in these markets means you're ahead. So when you are, you know, crack that kind of barrier of making money, just stick to what works. Don't try overcomplicate it. Some good offshore brokers, except IC Markets. I haven't used any other offshore brokers, so I can't recommend them. Alright, this 15-minute candle is interesting here. 8 minutes to close, that's a long time. But we're at this previous 4-hour resistance, so if we're going to create rejection, we can create it from here. Would you trade openings? Yeah, for sure I'll trade openings, no problems. If I have a sensible stop loss and price is doing what I want it to do, I'll trade in the open. No, I do not use smart money concepts. I don't particularly... I have used them in the past. That's why I can speak from experience. That's why I have videos on my channel about them. Because I can speak from experience and they just never work for me. And I never understood why are we making a concept in the market so complicated. And we just have to use everything in life is just logics, right? It's just all about logic. Why would you add variables to your trading? Why would you add fancy terms, fair value gap, liquidity zone, order block? Why would you add that, right? Why would you add that when the only things we have in front of us that can be proven is we have candles, a form of structure, and support and resistance. That's the only things that we have that can be proven. Smart Harry concepts. Harry, do you have a PDF on price action? I have a setup book in my Discord, but the difference, I have a full price action course. Let's pull this up. Yeah, smart money concepts is a form of price action with a story behind why price does something. When someone finds something that happens often in the markets, it's a form of price action, but there doesn't need to be a story behind it, and it makes trading way too complicated. I've yet to see a consistent, well-disciplined smart money trader who's able to come to the markets every single day, take easy positions, you know. I failed to see one, you know. Maybe my circle is not big enough to see it, but I just see so much consistency in price action trading, especially with people who are new to the markets. Their success rate is super high, right? If they learn the right ways and they follow the right steps, things just work out a lot better. So if you go to my channel here, if you go to videos and you scroll down, you will find this full Forex course on price action. It's literally a full free Forex course. I made it as fast as possible. You know, 1 hour, and it's full of information, so definitely can help you. Looking at the swing, I can't see a link. Don't send the link, just send the X code. Oh yeah, there it is. Sorry, my bad. Just popped up late. Yeah, this is not a swing. You don't really want to you don't want to be swinging from the highs of the market. If you want to take a swing, this would have been a good swing position to hold. Taking the buy from the bottom of the range and then you hold it throughout of the range. Buying at the highs to get higher is a little bit more riskier. Yeah, man, your chart. It's pretty funny. I don't know how you put it on there. Do you trade gold? Is there a chance to fill the range being bullish? Yeah, I do trade gold, but unfortunately it's in a range and I'm not touching it like this. When it's looking like this and the daily and 4 hours looking like this is how you lose money. And I'm not, when gold looks like this, I don't trade this. So I'm focusing on GJ. It was a PNG, just Control C and Control V. Oh, interesting. Because when you're swinging, mate, when you're swinging, you want to try get in low to the high, so your position is safe. If you're buying somewhere here for a swing, this could pull back all the way to here, and your idea can still be right, but it's gonna stop you out. But if you're buying at the lows here, like you did yesterday, if you're buying down here, you know, you can put stop loss here as a swing, and you have so much room, because if price wants to continue up, it can do whatever it wants. You have so much protection. But here, price could pull back all the way to yesterday's zone and still end up bullish. And you would still, you would not be wrong, but your position would be stopped out. Euro USD, we said we can look for buys in this session if we get a close above the range. Buys can start to make sense. Closing above 1.099 something, 993 or something. I think that's what we said. Alright, 2 minutes till this candle close. Just gonna go to the toilet. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'm a little worried about today's Euro CPI, but I'm waiting for the 50-minute to close. Yeah, what time is this Euro news? It's not till 1 p.m. You have a lot of time, man. You have... Time is it now? Yeah, you have like an hour and a half, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. More. 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours. You have 2 hours, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Right, so this 30-minute ended up closing bearish. 15 closed bearish. 1 hour is now still trending bearish. Nothing we can do at the moment just yet. We need this 4-hour resistance is a key zone at the moment. And that's why I wanted a candle closing above in order to take buys. And that's not what we're getting. So we have to be patient and wait for that. If you're new to the stream, be sure to leave a subscribe. We do stream a daily and it will be a pleasure to have you return. So leave a subscribe and put that bell so you know when we go live and you can join. It would be a pleasure to have you. I notice a lot of the time Euro news affects gold. Yeah, sometimes that happens when people try to hedge. Big institutions hedge and move their positions. Do you have a routine before trading and while trading? Yeah, of course I have a routine. Show up at the same time. Only trade at specific times. Don't trade before my plan. This time that's set out in my plan, and don't trade after my plan. And yeah, those type of basic things. You know, check the news. And only wait for your setups. Once you see a setup, take the trade. How do you apply news to your strategy on news days, like when things cause the market to go up and down? I don't trade news. If I'm in a position before news, I move to break even. I don't trade after news. Only 15 minutes after news I'll trade. So just don't trade news. Leave that, you know, you can trade an hour before, 15 minutes after, as long as it still makes sense to take a trade. But don't try be smart and trade news, you know what I mean? That's very, very important. Oh, good, man. Alright, guys, I'm gonna wrap up the stream here. Now we just need to wait, because I also want this stream to build you guys confidence instead of just waiting here, doing nothing. The best thing to do is once you have the plan. So the plan is still looking for buys. Gonna wait for a close above this 4-hour resistance. Start to entertain the idea for buys. If this candle just ends up pushing, then we have to wait for above this resistance. See how the 1-hour candle closes. And yeah, that's gonna be the plan for this, right? That's gonna be the plan. You guys know the plan. Make sure to execute on it. Share in the group if you did take. And yeah, I joined late today. But yeah, now it's a waiting game. No need to waste any time. And yeah, Discord groups is in the link I can't even say. Is in the description. Link is in the description. Can't speak. Crest will post it in the chat now. So if you can do that would be useful. And yeah, looking for buys, guys. We'll keep you updated in the Discord. Catch you in there. And yeah, with that being said, take care, guys. Hopefully see you on the next stream. And yeah, see you very, very soon. Peace and take care and good luck trading.